Alright, hello there folks. This is Sullla again. Today we're going to be returning to Master of Orion. We're going to be picking back up from the last time I streamed. I think that this is part 5, I believe, in terms of the series. This will be on the Twitch channel, Twitch live stream. This will also be up on YouTube. Let me go ahead and pick up from where we left off the last time, and hopefully we'll be able to continue. So far the game's been going very well. It's actually been a little too easy, in all honesty, almost to the point where I may have to do another game in a number of months down the road, just because this one has been so ridiculously easy. But to refresh from the last time, this is what the map currently looks like. I'm playing as the Silicoids. I am in blue. I am in the southeast corner of the map, although I've been able to poach a couple planets that I really should not have gotten, such as this one here, this one here, this one down here, just by colonizing worlds that the AI did not go after. This one is Inferno, this one's Inferno, this one's Tundra. The AI oftentimes will not go after the hostile planets, or they just don't have the tech to colonize them. And what's even nicer is that this one over here is rich. I also have an ultra rich, and then 3 artifacts planets. All very, very nice indeed. As far as the races, we've been on good terms with everyone except the Darloks. However, the Darloks only have 1 planet. They are running a 1-planet empire up here. This is Naslin. What is it called? What's the actual name? Nazin, I think it's called. Nazin's always our homeworld, yes. So Nazin is up there. It's the only planet they have. Everybody else has been on pretty good terms with us right now. And that's reflected in the fact that we are almost leading in total power after just 125 turns, which is very, very rare on impossible difficulty. Usually you're much further behind than this. We're also just about even with the AIs on tech, and that pretty much means that the game is over and that you're going to win, because on impossible you're usually very far behind in technology, and if you ever catch up on technology, that means the game's basically over. So I said this before, the plan for right now is to keep pumping tech for just a little bit longer, and we're going to look to go on the offensive when a couple key techs come in. Advanced Space Scanner, because then I'll be able to see where the AI wants to attack me. Having an upgraded scanner is nice. I just have the default scanner. Not waiting for anything in construction, but Class 5 deflectors, impulse drives, and megabolt cannon. That's the real thing we want. Megabolt cannon for a weapon, impulse drives for warp 5, Class 5 deflectors, I suppose more construction tech's nice, and I have BC4, Battle Computer 4. Hi Nerps, hi Arch and me, glad to have you here, just getting started. Feel free to ask any questions. So for right now, we're just basically hitting next turn. I am about to get another terraforming tech, and then I'll have to terraform the planets, but I can probably do that pretty fast at this stage of the game. The one other thing that was going on is I am having Palladia send population here to Willow, which is just getting started. So we'll go ahead and continue to do that each turn. Otherwise, oh wait, and I need to regrow that pop with the ecology spending. Otherwise, everything's in pretty good shape. This city planet's still getting started. Mu Delphi. And 10 bases should be enough for that. So I'll stop doing base spending there. And pretty much everyone is just doing research spending right now. Anyway, I think I already did reserve spending here. I don't know if I did or not. Where's the other planet? Mu Delphi. I don't know if this one had reserve spending or not. Let's just dump some money in and see. Looks like it had some, but not all. And now I'll dump a little bit more reserve spending into some of these artifact planets. Where are they on the map? Oh wait, it'll say on the planet screen. Artifacts here. Yeah, I'll dump some spending into Rigel. Oh wait, that already was doubled? Oh, huh. Apparently that was already getting reserve spending. Whoops, oh well. It'll stick around. That is also getting reserve spending, otherwise it wouldn't be 1660. And this is the last artifacts planet. Let's try Centauri, shall we? I don't think this one is getting reserve spending. No. Alright, so yeah. And that takes tech up to 6,600 credits per turn, which is very high for this stage of the game. Alright, so there's Class 5 deflectors. That's nice. Ooh, we can get the Class 10 planetary shield at the next text level. That's very nice. Make the planets that much more safe. Anyway, it looks like the Darloks are declaring war again. Not that big of a deal. They're quite weak, as we mentioned before. Yep, so they declared war again. Typical Darlax. The only planet that's in range is this one, and I've got 14 bases here, so I'm not too scared. Alright, that's 20 pop heading over to Willow. Send a couple more turns over there. A couple more turns worth of pop over there. And then, as I said, it can regrow about 5 million per turn. This planet down here, Mu Delphi, is still getting stood up. This one was only size 10 initially, but we've terraformed it up to size 40. And it's currently building factories as fast as it can stack them up. Although it can't get that many because it's such a small planet. But whatever, always better to have more planets. More planets is always good. Alright, see, because I'm starting to get larger, because my population's been growing, the AI starts to dislike me more, so relations will start tanking with the AI. That's one of the few things that does make this game genuinely dangerous. Yeah, see, the Bullrathi are not pleased at the moment. I don't need to do spying with these guys. I think I have up-to-date information on just about everybody. Are the Darloks allied with anybody? No, they're still disliked by everyone. No surprise there. Where do we stand? Yeah, the Bullrathi are still most likely to be my opponent in the elections. How much pop do I have going over here? I'll send one more. I'll send one more over here. Group of 5 people. 5 million, I suppose. Technically, it's all in millions, but just think of it as being 5 people. And one of the reserve planets is out of reserve spending. This one, Centauri. There we go. What about the other ones? Zangara could use a little bit more too. But I do want to keep some funds in reserve. I probably shouldn't spend too much more. Oh, we actually got attacked here. That's interesting. I was not expecting an attack here. This is at my ultra-rich planet. Whoa, hello. They sent the core of their fleet after me. Let's see what they've got on these. Alright, what do they actually have here? Gatling lasers, neutron. I don't think they can actually hurt me here, because I have 10 points of shielding, and blasters cannot get through that. So what can actually hurt me? I think the heavy blast cannons can do some damage. The Gatling laser... Alright, this ship is totally worthless. This ship can't do anything. This ship is pretty worthless too. 2 neutron blasters. I'm pretty sure the neutron blasters can't hurt me. Heavy blast cannon is the upgraded 2-space range. So we need to shoot at the 117 Sabertooth stack. That's the only actual scary ship there. Oh, didn't do as much damage as I thought. Yeah, see, they actually did manage to get some damage on here. Let me see if I can get them to shoot at this worthless scout unit. They're actually doing some damage. That's not good. They're going to be able to get through and actually hit the base here. So this is the core of the Mercian army here. They have no shielding on this whatsoever. Yeah, the only thing that can hurt me is the heavy blast cannons. Everything else doesn't do anything. But they have enough. Their heavy blast cannon is just strong enough to get through my shielding here. I would have built more bases, but I did not know that they were attacking. Let's see. This is going to be fairly close, actually. See, their damage will go down as I inflict more damage on them. But my damage will go down as well because I have fewer bases firing. I don't know who's going to win this. As I said, it'll probably be pretty close. I don't know. Actually, I think I'm going to win this, but it's close. Because I've knocked out over half theirs, and they've only taken out... like 5 bases. So I am going to win this, but only by a little bit. See, this is why I always stack up the bases on any threatened planet, just in case. And I've been on good relations with the Mercians the whole game, too. But I'm going to win this, just barely. Good thing they attacked at an ultra-rich planet. This is actually my most heavily fortified world. Yeah, they are not going to win this battle. It was close there for a little bit. Yeah, now they'll try to run away, but it's too late. So that was the core of their stack there. I shredded most of their stack. I did a lot of damage to them. But they did a fair amount of damage too. Interestingly enough, we are not at war. We still are trading. One of the interesting things about this game. Look at the Darlocks, no fleet strength. So the kitties, I did some pretty good damage to there. They're still in alliance with the Bullrathi, so I'll just ignore this for right now. As I said, I will stay on the defensive for the moment. Here, though, this planet's pretty isolated. Let's see, which one are the kitties? They are red. Let's start stacking up the bases on any planet near them, just to be safe, because that design is a little bit dangerous. All right, here we go. Right here, so they probably killed some factories. They killed one pop. What is it? Planet size 110. Yeah, they blew up some factories, didn't they? Because they killed killed one person, and they killed like 5 factories. But I'm going to just immediately rebuild the defensive bases. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I am just surprised that they decided to attack me. Well, anyway, I'll rebuild the bases there. And yeah, we'll see from there. Again, if I'd had a scanner, I would have seen their attack coming, but not having a scanner, I was not able to see it. Fortunately, I almost have advanced space scanner done, and once I have that tech, I will be able to spot attacks like that incoming. So yeah, Willow is still basically undefended. Palladia, Gion, I'm going to build some more. Okay, and I've already got a pretty good number down here. Yep, Master of Orion is kind of unique in that you can fight without actually being at war. It's not a binary thing like in Civilization. Like in Civ, you're either at war or you're not. But in Master of Orion, you can do a little bit of like Cold War fighting, we tend to refer to it as. Like you can clash without actually being at war. Alright, so FICO has maxed, I remaxed colonists and factories. And I'm just going to stack on another 8 missile bases there. So I guess I got to watch to see if anyone's looking to attack. How about the humans? Humans do not have a fleet near me. What about the Clacons? Alright, so the Clacons have their main fleet right here, including 5,700 small fighters, but they probably don't have anything useful. I doubt that they have anything on that ship design that can get through my defenses. That's the hope anyway. Anyway, down here, Mu Delphi, let's give this some more reserve spending. I'm actually going to build up a little bit of reserve spending here, just in case. I don't want to dump it into the artifacts planets just yet. And this planet's doing a nice job. Yeah, more bases. Artifacts planet. I would feel safer with a few more bases here. Let's get up to 15 to 20 on these planets. You too. I've got enough beakers going into research. The main thing is just not getting attacked. Alright, so there's terraforming plus 40. And I'm going to need to terraform. Improved eco. That does absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure cloning will take the tech tree forward, but I'm actually going to double check that. I'm going to pull up my copy of the Master of Orion tech tree. This probably looks really weird on stream because I'm pulling stuff on my screen here. Alright, I need the ecology tech tree. Where is it? Alright, yes, cloning will advance the tree forward. Okay, good. So, I wasn't sure if cloning would advance the tree forward. Advanced Eco literally does nothing for me. It literally is a useless tech for the Silicoids, but I wasn't sure if I had to research it to keep pushing the tech tree forward. Cloning and Advanced Eco are actually in the same rung of the tech tree, so either one will advance it forward, so I can afford to research cloning. That's actually really good. It makes it much cheaper to regrow colonists as the Silicoids. Anyway, our scanner is now in the percentages, and that helps. Your planetary reserve can increase in a couple different ways. The main way is through reserve spending, but you can also actually be growing colonists, and if you overspend on ecology, that'll also go into the reserve. And there are some other overflow things that'll put stuff in the reserve. Also, if you design ships, let me get to the fleet panel. If you scrap an old design, like if I scrap these laser fighters, some of that cost will go into the reserve as well. So that's also another way. There's a number of different ways you can get stuff in the reserve. Anyway, what I need to do is I need to terraform these planets. So let's go through and do that real quickly. Terraform, That should be enough. And then the rest will go into factory construction. Actually, let's leave Rigel doing research. Or no, I'll leave Zingara down there doing research. Terraform. I already maxed factories, yes. Alright, well, that should work for there. Terraform. A little bit smaller planet, that should be plenty though. Terraform, here's Banana, which we renamed earlier on stream. Terraform there, that should be plenty. Terraform. Rich planet, yeah. Actually, no, this needs more ecology and less industry. I need to make sure it terraforms. It's only size 60, so it's a little planet. This planet's still growing. I don't need to terraform it just yet. Terraform. Terraform. Another small planet, so it needs more ecology spending. And, yeah, terraform. Alright, there we go. So tech spending drops all the way down to 800 BC, but we'll terraform all the planets between turns. Let me just look to see. Again, I'm trying to watch to see if there's any like incoming death fleet somewhere. That's probably the scariest one, that one right there. That's the Mercian fleet I defeated earlier. Sending them with their tails between their legs. And I'll squeeze out a couple laser fighters here to make up for the scout that got destroyed. Oh, getting attacked by the Bulrathi. Interesting. This attack is not going to succeed, though. Even though they have anti-missiles, I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, they can't hurt me here. Even because they have Hyper-Vs, but Hyper-Vs only do 6 damage. And my planet has 10 points of shielding, so that's not going to work. And the heavy laser is not strong enough either. Like, I know they have anti-missiles, but this is still not going to work against my Hyper-Vs. They will. So here's a little bit of a like exploit type thing. If I retreat the scout, they'll run away, but as long as I'm here, they will stay around just to kill the scout, and I'll get to kill more of their ships. But they're the ones attacking me, so I don't feel particularly sorry for them. Ooh, they're firing a missile at my scout. Well, have fun with that, guys. You can kill the scout, and I'll kill like your entire fleet. All right, so I killed 4 huge ships. They killed a scout. Yeah, that did not work. But again, you see how the AI is starting to... Alright, so all these planets have terraformed, basically. I'll have to reset their stuff. Yeah, you see how the AI is already starting to get a little bit... starting to get a little bit anxious and a little bit going after me. Alright, I'll just do that so that I make a mental note to myself to rebuild a scout that got killed there. Alrighty, yeah, let's check the races tab. Yeah, see, my population's still going up, and that's why they increasingly do not like me. Now, hopefully they won't declare war on me. A bad situation would be getting at war with every single one of these opponents. Hopefully that won't happen. Yeah, see, this is kind of a bad... Alright, so diplomatically, the situation is slightly dangerous. Because everyone hates the Darloks, they're all allied with one another against the Darloks. But if any of these races declares war on me, like if the Bulrathi declare war, their alliances will pull every single one of their... all of the other AIs will be at war against me. And I'm not sure I have enough to block a council vote yet in terms of population. I'm getting there, but I'm not sure I have enough just yet. Hopefully by the time of the next council vote, with that plus 40 terraforming, I will have enough to block a council vote. Once I have a third of the galactic population, I can do anything I want because I can't lose the game at that point. Anyway, I think I can manage this, but when we get close to the vote, I will have to be a little bit careful. Alrighty, so what do we need to do now? This planet actually has already maxed factories, so I need to regrow a pop, and then this will be maxed out. So this one already, this one already has 420 factories. That's the most. Hey there, yo-ho to you too. So I just need to grow population to work those factories. And then I can put the rest in tech. I think Zudak maxed its factories too. Yeah. So I just need to grow pop here. Plus, looks like +6. Then the rest can go into tech. Alright, that looks good. Rigel, this planet, has also maxed factories. Very nice. So everything else can go into tech, or at least I think it has. Here, we're still building factories, so build some factories for me. Wait, no, it only needs 12 factories. Alright, we'll build some factories and grow people for the rest. How about Laima? Laima needs 9 more factories. That looks about right there. That looks about right. This planet needs to build factories. How much is it? +7. Put the rest in factories. What about this planet? Lan? It's already maxed factories. Okay, cool. So I just need people then. You can skip doing this. You don't necessarily have to do all of this micromanagement. But, you know, it just takes a minute. So, all right. Finish up your factories, and then we'll put the rest in ecology. There we go. Yeah, still growing here. That looks about right. Ultra Rich definitely finished its factories. And now I just need to regrow Pop. There we go. Artifacts World. Yeah, still need some more factories. That looks fine. That's fine there. Alright, that's good. So we've gotten a couple attacks. That's why it was so important for me to... in the last session, I was able to trade for that Planetary Shield 5. Without that Planetary Shield 5, I would be in significantly worse shape right now. See, I would just have 5 points of shielding from Class 5 deflectors. But with a Class 5 Planetary Shield, I get 10 points of shielding. And that's just really, really huge in terms of defending your planets. Also, without Stinger missiles, it will be a lot rougher too. Alright, so anyway, a whole bunch of planets max their factories and colonists. I'll take a look at each of them in a second. Alright. Let's take a look at this planet first. I don't need to build any more scouts. Alright. I'm going to go through and finish up with my planets. Okay, so Chryslan, maxed out as expected. Sudak, same thing. Rigel, I think the same thing, right? Yep. All good here. This planet, finish growing people, and then this will put it at max pop, and then we'll work on the factories. I think Tiny Silence was just the name of a save file. I played on a tiny map, like the smallest size. Oh, okay. And yeah, I think it was just in a small galaxy. I think that's why I named it that. I did win that game, but it was on the tough side. I'm not sure I would have won if I hadn't been playing the Cylons and their overpoweredness. It was, you know, it's just another game that I did. Alright, yeah, this planet can go back to doing research. Alright, that planet's maxed. Palladia is almost maxed. And this planet now just needs bases. It's deep in enemy territory, so stack up the bases and prepare to fight off intruders, basically. I think Willow already has reserve spending going to it, but let's just dump in a little bit more in case it doesn't. One of my more creatively named save files, Tiny Cylons. Yeah, it doesn't need much more in the way of factories. That should max that out. Alright, Baron, Ultra Rich. 28 bases. That's good, but I think I'd feel safer with 37. It is one of my point worlds, and it is Ultra Rich. And then this Artifacts planet. Alright, just needs to grow a couple more people. 5 pop. So remember that missile tech's always really important in this game. There we go. So now we've got 5,000 PC going through again. And after that terraforming, my population should be higher than ever. I think I might have enough to block a council vote. Certainly I only need to pull 1 vote from a race in order to avoid losing the game. Just need to get 1 vote from someone. That's all. Alright, and my spying reports are getting slightly out of date, so let's go through and update with everybody. Right now the Bullrathi are allied with the Kitties and the Mercians. Let's get an update on them. Waiting for this game for a long time. Well, I hope it doesn't disappoint. As I said, the earlier parts are already up on YouTube and saved here on Twitch. What is this? Zudak. Oh wow, so Zudak just became a rich world. Alright, I get a warning from the humans. See, everybody starts to dislike you. And another warning from the Klakons. Yeah, see, people And another warning from the merchants. Okay, so see, that was not a coincidence that they all warned me on the same turn. That's because I had just finished terraforming all these planets, and my population ticked up. So you can see my population went up, and that's why relations are, yeah, dropping with everyone at this point. That is not a good thing. Still, the Borathi are my council opponents, so they're the ones I have to worry about the most. Which one is Zudak? Alright, this planet is now also rich, and that's really ridiculous that I have another rich world. So, yeah. Like, this game has just become absurd. To have a 120 ultra rich and a 155 rich is just silly. Hi, Dynamo. Anyway, so I expect more attacks to be incoming soon. But it's still pretty early before we still got a while before the next council vote. Anyway, though, planets, I should have some more reserve spending, so let's dump it into some artifacts planets. Which one's Rigel? Rigel, we'll dump some reserve spending in here. That'll keep it busy for a couple turns. And Zingara, 553. There we go. And that gets speakers up to 7,000. So that'll be pretty nice. Yeah, you typically get bad events when you're winning, and you get good events more frequently when you're behind. So to get a good event like that when I'm so far ahead is very, very strange. You won't see that very often. All right, Jion let's not kid around here. Let's get get some more bases up there. Kolthos is probably okay. Centauri has 15. Laima though is kind of out of the way. The AI, it's a little bit strange, but the AI tends to attack planets that are more in the center of the map. They actually do not attack planets at the corners very often. It has something to do with how they target how their like targeting system works in this game. Yeah, Willow. So Willow does need to terraform itself, I think. There we go. We'll just get the terraforming done now. Mu Delphi, no. Mu Delphi needs to build bases for quite a long time. I'll just leave it on defense spending for a very, very long while. But fortunately, I should pop my scanner, and then I'll be able to see the attacks incoming ahead of time. Alright, what's this? Probably bad news. No, it's a ranking of production. And see, even with as well as I'm doing, the Klakons and Borathi actually outdo me in production just because of the bonuses they get on impossible difficulty. Anyway, yeah, so we're about to pop Megabolt Cannon, and we're about to pop computers, and we're very close to popping those impulse drives too. Plus another construction tech, and then that'll allow me to design a warship, like I said. Alright, so this planet's done terraforming. I probably should send some pop-up here, but I don't really have a good place to do that from, unfortunately. Very nice, DP-101. Very, very nice. You can work your way up on the difficulties. Yeah, I think everything's pretty good here. I've got some reserve spending. This planet, okay, 15. Let's do one more. And Zudak, I can change it after that. All right, there we go. So let me talk a little bit about scanners, because I haven't had a chance to talk about scanners in this game so far. What scanners do is they're basically your eyes and ears. They give you warning of ships. The game starts with a default scanner. You can see things up to 3 parsecs away, and your ships can see up to 1 parsec away. But that's not really that far, so you kind of have to watch the map real closely in the beginning of the game. When you upgrade your scanners, the second level of scanners lets you see 5 parsecs away, the third level lets you see 7 parsecs away, and this is the highest tier scanner. It lets you see 9 parsecs away. The last 2 scanners, Advanced Space Scanner and I think it's Improved Space Scanner, it's the last 2, the 2 best scanners, they also let you see where enemy ships are going, and it will specifically tell you if you're going to get attacked at one of your planets. There's a hotkey that does that. I think it's F7 and F8 do that. I'll have to check here. But you can specifically see if you're going to be attacked, and that's why the last 2 scanners are very, very important techs to get. Now, Advanced Space Scanner, as the top scanner, even does one other thing. It actually allows you to scan enemy planets and therefore you can send transports there if you want to attack them later. Watch, we're going to get scanning. Oh, well, we need to go to Improve Robotics 5 next, because I'm at Improve Robotics 3. That would be a major economic upgrade. Let's grab that. But see, right now, I'm going to get scanning reports from Improved Scanner. See, all these enemy planets, I'm going to get scans on them. So watch, 70, base 70, base 45. See, the AI has not terraformed these planets very well. That's a nice planet. Pop 100, that's a nice planet as well. Pop 115, 60, 80. There's Nazin, that is the Darlock homeworld. They have plus 10 terraforming, and that's it, because they're at plus 110. Wow, that's a tiny little planet. Pop 35. Fierius is the Mercian homeworld. They have no terraforming techs at all. No wonder their pop is so low. Interesting. There's a rich world. That might be a good target later. Fairly small desert planet. Ryun, even though it's pop 100, it's not a AI homeworld. There's the Borathi homeworld. They have plus 10 terraforming, obviously. Oh, ultra-rich tundra planet. Wow, this galaxy has a lot of rich and ultra-rich planets in it. I don't think I've seen a single poor planet yet in this game. Very odd. So anyway, just clicking around. There's Orion. We get a scan on Orion. Artifacts. That is not one of mine. Wow, a lot of artifacts planets too. Kolden is the Klakon homeworld. They have plus 20 terraforming, obviously. And there we go. All right, so now check out the map. Now we can see the environments of almost every planet in the galaxy. The only ones we can't see is this top corner here, because we don't have a colony nearby. And look at this galaxy. Very interesting. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rich planets, 4 artifacts planets, and there are no poor or ultra poor planets. Very odd. Very, very strange. I know, right? Isn't this weird? So if you've played this game a lot and you've seen different maps, it typically does not look like that. I'm also fortunate in that so many of the good planets are down in my area. Really, really nice on that. Believe me, I've had games where it was all poor and ultra poor in my corner of the galaxy. Alrighty, so let's see. What is it? No, not F7. Is it F8? It's not F5. Alright, I think it's F8. So it looks like no AIs are attacking me right now. See, I can see where their ships are going. Watch, like this one is going here. Where's that main Klakon fleet? Is that still up here? No. Where is their main fleet? I know I saw it before. Oh well. Yeah, also, one of the big weaknesses of the AI, so look at this, ETA 13 turns. One of the crippling weaknesses of the AI in this game is it does not use speed very well. Way too often, they will try to cram extra weapons on a ship, and they'll get stuck moving at warp 1, and then it takes them forever to get anywhere. I'm just kind of curious, where do they have their fleet rallied? I know they had a big fleet earlier. Oh well, maybe I'm missing it. There it is. Okay, there's their fleet. Oh, look at this. The Klakons are sending their fleet after the Oh, it's the Darlocks. That's right. They're at war with the Darlocks. So that's their main fleet. Where's the Kitty main fleet? All right, here's the Kitty's main fleet. Not too scary. Look to be rallying there. We've already fought that Sabertooth design was the scary one, if I remember correctly. The one that had the heavy weapon there. Anyway, though, so now these techs are in the percentages, and we're just going to let that run for a minute, and I'm going to continue to pump the reserve, because I will need that if I get attacked. 28 bases is good. Let's get that up to about 40, just for safety's sake. And Willow, well, whatever. If we lose Willow, it's not the end of the world. This planet is just going to be building bases for ages, but it's so small, it only size 50. By far my smallest planet. You can see 50. Pretty much everything else is at least 80 or 90 or so. Remember, that's with plus 40 terraforming. It started as size 10 initially. Alrighty, so I think that's all. Anything else I wanted to check? Still building bases. 17 is pretty good. Alright, now that I have warning, now that I have a scanner, now that I can hit F8 and see if I'm going to be attacked, now I can crash build bases much more easily. Alright, 22 is good for Zudak. Oh wait, it's a rich world. Reserve spending then. Just pump the reserve for now. I can always use it to dump money into artifacts planets later. Alright, thank you. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's F8 as well. I couldn't remember if it was like F7 or F8, but I think it is F8. Alright. When you hear that noise, that's me hitting F8 to check to see if I'm getting attacked. Alright, what are we looking at on tech? Alright, see these techs in the percentages. When these pop, I'm going to build my lovely designs. Or design something, you'll see. Alright, Mu Delphi, I don't know if this has reserve spending or not. Nope, it did not. And Willow as well. That should keep Willow busy for quite some time on whatever it wants. It's refitting right now. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Once it says max, I'll start growing some pop there. All right. All right, so there's impulse drives. Now we've got warp 5. I think I have to take... Yeah, see, sadly I have to take this. I don't need a range tech. This is pretty pointless, but I can't move forward without it. I can't get to the next tech without this, so I guess I got to grab it. What year are we on? We've got 12 turns to the next council vote. I actually think I have enough to block a council election, but yeah, you're better off being careful. All right, the Mercians are diplomatically isolated right now. That's useful to keep in mind. I'm not getting attacked, so that's nice. That also improves my transport speed, so I can actually send pop to this planet, Willow, much more easily. Let's go back to doing that, shall we? Because it needs pop. 36 bases is probably enough for right now, so let's send them. Note that it's only 3 turns because my transports now move at warp 4. Transport speed is 1 lower than whatever your warp tech is, and I have warp 5, so they move at warp 4. So let's do this for a couple turns, and that'll help Willow get off to... Willow just needs pop, basically. I'm building factories, it needs population. Alright, I think we're pretty good. Let me just swing through my planets once real quickly, because I can't remember. One of them, they might be on something stupid. I'll do a little research spending there while we're pushing tech. Alright, that's the planet I sent them from. 17. Yeah, so this planet has 37 bases. I think it's relatively safe. That's a lot of bases. Alright, yeah, it looks good. So, waiting on construction and weapons to pop. They're in the percentages. They should pop soon enough. Oh, there goes my transports. Send another 6 million pop. I'll do this for a couple turns. That's about the most it can regrow in 1 turn. And we are not getting attacked, which is very nice. See, it says max, but I'm actually going to ignore that because I'm sending more pop to this planet, and then they'll be able to work the factories that I'm building. See, it's nowhere near maxing out factories. I actually need 270 factories to max this out, so I can build a lot of factories, and I'm going to be shipping in pop to work those factories. Look at all these. So one of the other things that the AI does is it will like rally ships around like this, and the net result is you get a million little stacks of ships. Kind of annoying. Now I wonder what's on those designs. What are we looking at? That's right, 11 more turns. Oh yeah, I've got an update on the Borathi. What do they have here? They've got fusion beams. The ion stream projector is good against lots of small ships. They have Merculite missiles. They have good shielding, class 5. The Borathi would not be a good target to attack. They're one of the stronger AIs. Let's get a report on Kitty next. The cats are weak. They would be a good target to go after, in all honesty. Yeah, they're pretty weak. I think that we could, and I think they have some. Yeah, they do have a rich planet as well. They might not. They might be a good target to go after. There's improved industrial. Ooh, Andrium, nice. I'll grab that. And now we're just waiting on the Megabolt cannon to pop. Very nice. Let's see. I've sent 12 pop, so yeah, I need to send a couple more turns worth of population here. I think that's all I have to do on this turn, in all honesty. This is a pretty quiet turn. Oh, except check to see if I'm getting attacked, and I'm not. So, next turn. That was easy enough. There we go. Megabolt cannon, one of my favorite weapons in the game. Really, really nice. 2 to 20 damage is quite good, but it's actually better than that because you get a bonus chance to hit. Ooh, they got the auto blaster at the next tech level. Wow, that's really nice. I don't think I need the ion stream projector, and I don't really like torpedoes that much. Let's go for the auto blaster. I would have gone for a missile if there was one available, but there isn't one, so we'll just go for the auto blaster, which is a really nice weapon. The auto blaster is an upgraded version of the fusion beam. The fusion beam, it doesn't have the heavy version of the fusion beam, but So you see the fusion beam, you can use either the light or the heavy version. 4 to 16 damage on the normal fusion beam, and then 4 to 30 on the upgraded version. The auto blaster is the same thing as the normal form of the fusion beam. It's 4 to 16 damage, but it fires 3 times a turn. So it does 4 to 16 and fires it 3 times. So it's pretty sweet. Very, very nice weapon. Very good for ship-to-ship combat, basically. Alrighty, so I really haven't done much in the way of ships yet. The only ship I've really built the whole game has been colony ships, scouts with nothing on them, and this little tiny ship with 1 laser. But now we finally have the pieces to build an actual ship. So let's go ahead and do that. Huge size in order to minimize attrition. It's a shame I don't have the auto repair special, but I do not. So we're going to load it up. Top level of battle computer that I have, which is Mark IV. You pretty much always want as much battle computers as you can get. Battle computers affect initiative. That is, it affects who goes first in combat. It affects how many of your shots hit. The higher the level, the more of your shots hit. That's a good thing. You want your shots to hit. They don't deal damage if they don't hit. If you cap out attack, if you hit 99%, then you actually start doing more damage. So it's never wasteful to have more levels of computers. If you, like I said, if you cap out on 2 hit percentage, you just start dealing even higher damage. Shielding is super important. Minimize the damage you take. Very, very useful. Armor, similar thing. Armor is basically health. Note that the default health for a large hull is 600. With Duralloy, it's 900. With Zortrium, it's 1200. Very, very nice. Engines, you pretty much want the highest warp speed you can get. I want warp 5 engines. Then you can choose from maneuver. The default is maneuver 1. That gives you combat speed of 1. Move 1 tile per turn in combat. I can select class 2 for 2 movement speed, 2 moves per turn in combat. I can select maneuver 4 for 3 moves. Generally, you want even numbers, not odd numbers. There's not really much of a difference between maneuver 4 and maneuver 5 because they both give you 3 moves a turn, so I will go with the combat speed 3. There's a point sometimes where too many points of movement are counterproductive, but generally speaking, you do want more combat speed. More movement speed is generally good. Let's grab our specials. We want a battle scanner. Any big ship generally wants the battle scanner. It says displays enemy ship stats, but it also gives you, which is really nice because then you can see what the enemy ships have on them. But it also gives you an extra attack level as well. See, watch. If I remove this, attack level 4. If I grab it, attack level 5. Gives you an extra attack level and it gives you extra initiative. Then we want to just load this up with some weapons. I'm going to do my standard huge ship design. 2 banks of shots on them, and I want to get some fusion bombs. Why? Because we're going to use this to go after planets, and fusion bombs will get us through planetary defenses. Let's put 20 fusion bombs on there. Now let's start grabbing some cannons. Why am I doing 2 groups of cannons instead of just 1 stack? Well, 2 shots are sometimes useful. If you only just stack it up, if I had 1 stack of 32, I just can only fire at 1 target, but with 2 banks of 16, I can fire at 2 targets, which can be useful sometimes. Come on. 18. And that leaves me with almost no space. All right, we'll tab down, do this. Come on. And we'll chuck off 1 fusion bomb so I can put 1 nuclear missile on there. Why 1 nuclear missile? Well, you can do some movement on the combat screen if you throw a missile on there. It allows you to fire and then move backwards, which can be very useful sometimes. It's arguably an exploit. It's sort of halfway between like a tactic and an exploit, but I use it to death and I enjoy doing it. All right, so build that. So now we can look at our fleet here. So now you can see the design. Oh, I didn't rename it. Shoot. Well, I'll just leave it as is. I would normally rename that Megabolt 5 to let me know what weapons on it and the movement speed, but I'm not going to redesign the same ship. Note the cost, it's very expensive, 4600 BC. Very expensive indeed. But I've got all these rich planets, so I can build them. Let's start to work on them. And usually it'll take roughly 10 turns to build these huge designs. Alrighty, where do we want to gather them? Let's gather them here. I'm going to relocate to Gion. So now, what planets do I want to use? Well, generally speaking, big planets, because they have more production, are good for shipbuilding, and of course rich planets are good for shipbuilding. Artifacts planets should not be used for shipbuilding. How fast could Kolthos build one of these? This is a good test. 10 years, that's good enough. I'll build these on pretty much any planet that can do it in 10 years or less. That'll be sort of the rough point, 10 years or less. Except, of course, for Zengara, because it's an artifacts planet, so it would be silly to do shipbuilding there. Look at it, 8 planets, 8 years, that's quite good. Zudak as a rich planet. Well, we could build 4 colony ships. Oh my god, 4 years to build one of these? That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ultra rich, how fast can this do one of these? 4 years as well. Also also a disgustingly fast speed. Rigel, Lon, and they should probably stay on tech. So how many planets do I have building these things? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems about right. Am I missing any other big planets? Zengara, but that's an artifacts world, so... anything else? The only other one would be Lon. How fast can I build these at Lon? 11. Well, I might do it at Lon, but it's kind of out of the way, so I think I'll keep that on research. So research drops down to 4,000. I've got a nice reserve. I'm going to keep that reserve because I'm no longer reserve spending, just in case I get attacked somewhere. This planet Zudak is just... This has been a good planet the whole game. It just got the rich event, so getting the rich event on here was even more silly. This planet was 115 initially, and then it got hit by the rich event, which is just stupid. This planet, though, was what? It was size 80, ultra rich. And if you remember, the key to winning this game was right at the beginning of the game I said, I've got to get to FICO and colonize it. I'll let the humans have this planet, Proteus, but I have to get FICO. And fortunately, I did. So that's been the big thing. Yes, repulsor beams can cause issues as well, definitely. Now, did I get a scout on Kitty? Yes, I did. So I'm going to turn off my spying with them and get an update with the Klakons. They are still allied with those two. We got 9 turns until the next council vote. With that in mind, are they still at war with the Bulrathi? I think they are. Yes, they are. I'll see if I can get peace with them just so they won't vote against me at the council. Alright, whatever. They were not interested, so whatever. Don't care. So, now we're going to build a fleet. And again, ideally, we'll hit right after the next council vote. And I have to decide who to attack, but I'm kind of leaning towards either the Mercians or the Klakons. One or the other, I think. Palladia is, yeah, building ships. That's what I want. That does mean that Willow is... Willow's almost done its factories, so let's, yeah, do this over there. And Mu Delphi almost has built enough bases. 14's pretty good, but I'd like to get it to 20 because it's a small planet. The smaller the planet, the harder it is to crash build bases. Yeah, you got to remember that I had that event just hit and turn a really good planet into a disgustingly good planet. All right, next turn. What's this? This is probably someone declaring war. All right. Nope, just the humans deciding that relations have dropped. Alright, so now the Bulrathi are allied with the Klakons, and now Kitty is also allied with the Klakons, but not with the Bulrathi. Weird. Let's see what they've got. So this is an update. Wow, the Klakons have made a lot of friends. It's a good thing that I'm not going to be up against them in the elections. They have good force field tech, but look at this. Look at their propulsion. They are stuck on Warp 1 engines. Only Warp 1 engines. Really sad. They have range 4, range 6, range 7. Their ships are incredibly slow. That's a major weakness in their setup. Major weakness in their setup. Right now I'm just checking out what everybody's got. Right now the Mercians would probably not vote for the Bulrathi. Probably not. Hi Vizier. What stage of the game? I'd say we're in like the mid-game. I'm around tech level 20 roughly. Yeah, right around 20. I consider this to be about the mid-game. Getting closer to the end game, I guess. But mid-game I'd say. Alright, okay, so this is big. This makes me significantly safer against attack. And I have to research Cloaking Device to move the tree forward. Cloaking Device is really nice on missile ships. You can cloak and run in and fire and then cloak again. It's not as useful for frontline beam weapons. Not as good for them. Okay, so this planet just needs... Willow now just needs population. Oh, look, we're getting attacked. Look at this. We found an attack coming into Palladia. Very interesting. Is it the clock on? Okay, we've got 4 more turns. Okay, I don't think that they can actually hurt me here, so let's build that planetary shield, but otherwise we'll just go on as normal. I guess we'll detour from building our ships there for a minute. All right, so we do have to get the planetary shield up on every planet. Okay, I don't think I need quite that many bases, but we got to get the shield up. Yeah, shield. I'll leave Zudak on research for right now. This is a really nice tech as well. With 15 points of shielding, it'll be very hard for the AI to damage me, because I haven't seen much in the way of bomb tech on them, to be perfectly honest. You need bombs to get through that much shielding, and they don't seem to have a lot of that. Okay, the ultra-rich planet also can build the planetary shield in 1 turn. All right, there we go. Planetary shield is pretty nasty. Orion, I'm not. I can probably. It would take a while. I'm still not quite there. The megabolt cannon. When you can fit the megabolt cannon onto a small hull, watch. I've heard that that's a good way to go after it. See, the megabolt cannon will not fit on a small hull. It takes 62 space, and there's only 58 space available. But I've heard building like a gazillion small ships with megabolt cannon is a pretty good way to kill the Guardian. I've told you guys I don't really know because I'm not used to going after the Guardian very often. All right, so the Bullrathi are attacking here. We have 15 points of shielding, 37 Stinger bases. What do they have? See, they have no bombs. They have no bombs on any of these ships. They've got Hyper-Vs and a bunch of nothing. Alright, so other weaknesses in their design. Note that they have very low shielding. 2 points of shielding on the huge ship, but almost nothing on anything else. And they're all Warp 1. Look at this. Combat 1, Speed 1, Speed 1, Speed 1, Speed 1. Not dangerous. This is just going to be a slaughter, actually. I will kill the huges because they are the most significant ones to shoot at, but this is just going to be an absolute slaughter. They can't hurt me at all. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage. And that's with anti-missiles on the huge, too. I think 1 more volley will kill that. Yep. Oh no, whatever will we do? Let's shoot at the 269 stack. Oh, well, we just killed a lot of them. Scouts, whoever's piloting those scouts, do your best to get away. I don't think you're going to make it, but do your best to get out of there. Yay, they made it out! Ha, nice. Oh, wow. Look at that slaughter. Yes, bases get infinite missiles. That's one of the advantages of missile bases. They do not run out of missiles ever. So there we go. Alrighty. I'm going to have to check all these planets again in a second, so I'll just click through for right now. Alrighty. Where am I getting attacked? See, Palladia is still being attacked. Remember how they left this planet alone like for ages and ages and ages? Now they finally belatedly realized, oh, maybe we should actually be attacking that planet. Little too late, guys. It's rich. It's a rich world, and I've got a gazillion bases and a planetary 10 shield on it. So yeah, it's a little late for that right now. Anyway, we did build 2 of those huge ships. And wait, what did I want to see? Note that the ship costs are already going up, because those big ships are very expensive. But we'll let them gather for a couple turns. They're on their way incoming. Here's one, and I think here's the other one. 2 of them. Then we got to decide who to attack with them after that. All right, so Krislan, Zudak has built, these planets both built their planetary shield. And we can even see it right there, class 10 shield. All right, 2 turns. This will finish the shield, this will finish it. That'll finish. Good, good. You build your shield too, Zangara. Okay, Lon will finish the shield. I'll have to check this again next turn. Yeah, that looks good there. Ooh, this planet's done growing. Now we can finally build defenses here. See how Willow's not getting any attention from the AI? Like, it's not getting any attention whatsoever. That's because it's like in the back corner. The AI really does not go after ships in the back the back as much. Wow, ultra rich. That is just disgusting. That planet. Yeah, I need another base there. Kolthos can do that. There we go. All right, looking good. So we've got just a couple turns until the election, 5 more turns. I think I will be okay, because the Borathi are only actually allied with the Mercians right now. And it's like the humans might not love me, and the Klakons might not love me, but it's hard to see both of them voting for the Borathi. All right, I've got a current update on their text too. What do they have right now? That's not too scary either. Actually, the humans are pretty darn weak, but they've been pretty good so far. So I don't think I want to attack them. Proposed treaty, whatever. Oh, I asked them for peace, but who knows? They don't bother. Yeah, the thing that's on the, like, I can show the design again, or hold on, the fleet screen. The Polaris, which I intended to rename but didn't, it has megabolt cannons and fusion bombs on it. I wish I had the auto repair special. No auto repair is not in the tree. One of the AIs has it though. Who has the auto repair? Wait, it's in construction. I think the Borathis have it. No, they do not. One of them does though. The Klakons do. Okay, Klakons do. They are one of the stronger of the AIs though, so we probably won't go fighting them, but we'll see. Alright, so now I'm going to get a gazillion messages about finishing planetary 10 shields. Which is good, obviously. Alright, Palladia is still the only planet being attacked. Let me just run through my worlds again real quick to make sure nobody's spending on stuff they don't have to. That's probably okay, because I can crash build bases. And I have very good shielding, as I mentioned before. See, like, Zangara doesn't have much in the way of bases, but it's so far in the back lines, it doesn't really need them. Yes, Willows don't need to be building these. Yeah, that looks good. Wow. Can't get over how fast some of these build. Oh, and Kolthos, yeah, see, this is why I need to check. See, this planet needs to build ships. How have the Darloks not been wiped out? I don't know. The AI is not very good at finishing off people. The craziest thing is they're actually in a nebula too. Like, that's what makes it even crazier. Nebula shields don't even work in nebulas. Aha! We have found a new attack incoming. Not a scary attack, but we have found one. It's just in preparation. I have 6 turns until they get there, but we have found one. So, actually, I actually think the bases I have already are probably sufficient, but we might as well build some more. You never know. How many of my ships do I have so far? Just 2. So they're just allied with the humans right now. Just allied with the humans. Yeah, the AI does not like to go through nebulas in this game. Yeah, I mean, my relations are okay. I've got neutral, despite everything, I've got neutral, neutral, neutral with some of these. So we'll take a look again in a turn or two. Alright, here comes that Klakon attack. Again, I don't think they can do anything, but this will be a good opportunity to see what's on their ships. Oh, just, okay, so this is slightly dangerous because it has heavy fusion beams, but other than that, neutron pellet gun, blaster, neutron, like, this is not scary at all. AI has just been kind of weak in this game. I don't know what else to say. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, see, now they're running away. Oh, they managed to get some of them out of there. Yeah, that attack did not work. Let's just put it that way. That attack did not work. Is Centauri the only place being attacked? Okay. I think we're pretty good there. And I got some more of my Polaris finished. Hi, David. How are you doing? No. To answer your question, Vizier, why did I not go after Proteus? Proteus, I could not have held. It's only 3 parsecs from Sol. They would have fought for this planet. Like, I could have put a colony here first before the humans got here, but they just would have attacked the planet and they would have taken it away from me. It was not, in my opinion, it was not worth it to get involved in an early game fight over a planet that frankly wasn't that good. This was like size, what, 55 or something? Yeah, size 55. It was vastly more important to devote my resources to securing an ultra-rich planet next door. Also, it was much better just in general to be on peaceful terms with the humans in the early game rather than fighting an early game war with them that would have slowed me down. Like if I'm fighting them and I have to build ships and commit my resources, I'm probably not getting planets way over here. Like I probably don't get this artifacts planet there. That's my take on it anyway. Also keep in mind Barren is by far the easiest, is the lowest of the hostile terrain types. Where is it? Barren is the one that's easiest to research. Now, if that was a radiated, ultra-rich planet, yeah, sure. Maybe I go for the arid planet. But Barren is very easy to get. Very, very easy to get. The missiles I'm using are Stingers, for the curious. My bases have Stinger missiles. All right, we are very close to the council election, 2 turns away. So the Bulrathis are just allied with the humans. I will definitely be against the Bulrathi. Always important information to know. I don't think there's too much more to do. Just wait for next turn and see what we get. I look at that ship flying across there. Alright, so we got a council vote upcoming next turn. Am I getting attacked anywhere else? Yes, yes I am. Well then, I don't know what's on those ships, but let's just build another round of bases just for safety's sake. Never hurts to have too many bases. Yeah, I actually have Stingers currently. Merculates aren't bad, but Stingers are better. What else? Yes, that wave of purple ships. Look at all these purple ships. They obviously have them rallied here to Creus. Let's just see if anything's changed from last turn. Nope, they're allied with the humans. I don't know if I'll be able to get a vote from Kitty and the Klakons, but I just need them not to vote for the Bulrathi, which I don't think they will. Let me try one more time to get peace with the Darloks, just so they won't vote against me. Whatever. He's still, even after tribute, he still won't sign peace with me. Whatever. Let me see if I can do anything with the cats. Is there anything I could get from them? No, not really. I mean, they've got like some old outdated stuff, but it's a non-issue. I think I'm just going to take my chances. I think I'm in pretty good shape. I'll save it just in case something weird happens, but everyone would have to vote against me to lose this election, and I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I consider Final War to be a loss. Even if I could turn the game, like in this game, I could probably win from Final War, but in my opinion, if you lose the council vote, it's the end of the game. That's always been my take. Otherwise, you can just ignore diplomacy. All right. Let's see. All right, so the humans voted for the Bulrathi. That's no surprise. They had an alliance. Figured that they would vote for them. And that's also not a surprise. The Darloks were at war with me. If someone's at war with you, they will always vote for your opponent. They were also at war with the Bulrathi, but that doesn't matter. If they're at war with both of us, they'll vote for they will not vote for you. Game's not fair in that way. Okay, that's not as good. 6 votes from I was hoping the Klakons would abstain. He's got 9 votes. So he needs, what, about 7 or 8 more votes? All right, so Kitty abstained. Even if Kitty had voted, I think I would have been okay. Yeah. Okay, so I have 15 votes. That means I'm in no danger. This is what I thought. I thought I had enough votes to block an election. See, you need to get... with 15 votes, I've got more than 1/3. That means that no matter what, I cannot lose the game right now. Of course, that doesn't mean it'll last forever. The AI can get more tech. They can terraform more planets. They can take over planets. It doesn't mean that I'm it doesn't mean I'll always be safe. But for right now, I can't lose the game because I have 15 votes and I can always block someone from winning. So I will abstain and the game will go on.